The following podcast contains real reviews and the ridiculous reactions of two would-be oracles of the internet. The opinions expressed and presented are mere musings, so please humor their hijinks with a laugh and not by taking anything they say seriously. Seriously.
Hello and welcome to ReviewParty.com. I'm Brent.
I'm Matt.
This is a show on the internet, a podcast, if you will. It's about internet reviews from places like Google, Amazon, Yelp. You know them. The Three Wolf Moon, the yoga pants that help you fall down hills.
Yeah.
The gummy beans, the gummy bears that make you toot. Some such things, and we find the even more hidden gems, and we bring them to the table. Sometimes the audience finds them, and we have a laugh about it, don't we?
We do. I had a laugh because you started talking about a certain time-honored American fast food establishment just before we hit record. Or actually, I guess it was after we hit record. That's not important. Before we started the episode proper, and I thought, don't I have a review saved? I had all my reviews that I wanted to bring this week. And then I thought, hang on, I thought I was sitting on a review of of a certain restaurant. And sure enough,
boy.
I think I'm going to start this week with a Google review from Long John Silver's / A&W in Liberty, Missouri.
That's when it's / a KFC, I feel like KFC is at least keeping afloat. A&W is another restaurant, like, yeah, it's not, I don't think it's bad, but like, it's not doing banger numbers.
Yeah, there's no diehards out there. Anyway, I've got a review here from Chris R. Chris has some things to get off his chest, I think. Chris writes, the owner of this establishment should be ashamed of themselves. Got two great American favorites. I've came here the 4 times. They were closed early due to staffing or spilled grease. This time, the dining room was closed because sign says, needs a new register. I saw a family of 4 leave because dining wasn't open. Drive-thru was busy. Asked for extra crunchies and then didn't get them. I love these 2 restaurants, but I can tell they are in severe need of good management. I can do it, but need at least $2,000 a week. And I could single-handedly double your sales in probably less than a month. Place looks in shambles. Needs a lot of updating. If you're serious about fixing your problems, contact me. Otherwise, I see it closing within a year probably. Good luck. 2 stars.
If you're serious about getting a job here, apply, you idiot.
They do attach some pictures. There's one of the window with something printed out that says closed for new register install. Sorry for the inconvenience. I'll send you a picture of the exterior here. Looks why am I taking a picture of the small when I just clicked to see the big? I'm such a fool.
I don't know why people aren't pre-adjusting their expectations of fast food restaurants here. I got the picture. Okay, it's definitely under construction.
Yeah, they got some TLC that's possibly ongoing.
Yeah, I don't know why people go in 2025 to a fast food restaurant and expect like service as good as the best steak bistro in town. Friggin' cleanliness is as good as the OCD lady's apartment in town. Friggin' staffed to the gills. No restaurant is fully staffed anymore because management, even if they are capable of being fully staffed, those poor workers are getting squeezed for every dime they're worth. It's long gone are the days where you could have a couple people chilling on shift, sort of being runners or whatever you would call them, like helpers, do a little bit of everything, jump on customer problems. It's you and the skeleton crew against the world. Even if your boss can hire and put 2 more people on your shift, they're not going to. They're gonna prioritize those profits, aren't they?
Yeah, they're gonna stretch everyone as thin as possible.
And is that little Jimmy's fault on the cook line who forgot your extra crunchies because he has 12 orders in front of yours and 12 orders behind yours, and he's just trying to get out of his shift alive without strangling anyone or himself? You just got to take that L sometimes, man.
You're already going along John Silver's. It's kind of an L.
Yeah. It's capital L, capital J, capital S. Right. What quality are you expecting from like the most niche, untalked about restaurant, like fast food restaurant in America? And
yeah, not to cast aspersions where maybe I shouldn't, but the type of person who dines at Long John Silver / A&W is the type of person who's going to drive home, sit in their driveway and eat their food and think, I could do a better job than them if they give me $2,000 a week. That's why I fix them in a month.
The ignorance. The funny thing is, if they say that, they're so wrong. They've never worked in fast food. If you're saying that, you can't like go in and change the personalities of the people hired there, and you can't really just fire them for nothing either.
Mm-mm.
Because if you do, you're screwed. And it'd be great if you could shut down the restaurant for 2 weeks and train a new core and make sure everyone's, up to date on everything. But the restaurant can't afford that. The franchise can't afford that. They're taking out water. So you just got to, you just get in there. You can't fire anyone because you need workers.
Just take a time out and then we'll all get down on a knee and say, well, let's work together, team. It works in the football movies.
That's exactly how it's going in their mind. And just go in there with a couple motivating speeches. You
need to get your rears in gear, huh? Because that'll get through to them.
That's worth $2,000 a week for sure.
I do some carpentry on the side. I can fix the parking lot. What?
That's the thing is, the same people saying this are the same people that are like at their accounting job, or if they were asked, I don't know, to help out the logistics department for an afternoon. That's not my job description. I'm not doing that. I'm not leaving this desk. Just would throw a fit if they had to do any.
You know what?
I'm looking out of the comfort zone.
I'm looking at the Google imagery here, and granted, I don't have much to compare it to, but we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. One in the drive-thru. We've got some business going on here.
This Long John Silver's is a mecca.
When the Google plane flew over, it seemed like they were doing business. That's all I'm going to say.
How many people order a fish sandwich from A&W and then a fish sandwich from Long John's? Just
bite for bite.
Yeah, just to mess with the reality line a little bit. Throw our world line into this. You take a bite of each one at the same time, it opens a little wormhole. I got a review. This one I brought for last week. It didn't make it, so let's not have it sit on the shelf too long. From Amazon, H&D Crystal Cute Elephant Figurine Collection Cut Glass Ornament Statue Animal Collectible. It's a little crystal elephant. Type your babysitter would have, and when the sun hit it, it would make rainbows, and you go, whoa.
I love that stuff.
Tyra Norfleet titles their review just right. They write, I wasn't sure about this item initially. I purchased it for a coworker moving to another state who happens to be a Delta, and it turned out to be just what I expected. The size and material, parentheses, crystal, add to the delicateness and attention I wanted this item to receive. It's about the size of a salt and pepper shaker, but perfect figurine size. Only issue is I ordered this item first week in November and didn't arrive until the last day and suggested delivery window, December 8th, but it was packaged great in a cute box, which I am able to just tie a nice bow around for stars.
Oh, that's nice. box.
It came cracked into a cute box, and I am able to tie a bow around it.
Now, I am glad they told us what the material was.
Crystal, just like it
the
says. Thing.
I don't know. I feel like I've been reading a lot of reviews where they're saying words, and there's just no meaning in them at all.
I googled what a Delta person is for us.
Okay.
It's one of 6 personality types, described as a blend of traits found in other personality types, alpha, beta, and sigma. So that's not helpful. Deltas are particularly characterized by their adaptability, quiet strength, and focus on personal growth and well-being, rather than seeking dominance or external validation, like a crystal elephant.
Right. Man, there's too many personality type grading scales to keep track of these days.
I got too many. I'm a freaking INFJ, Taurus, Green, Labrador Retriever, Otter.
Type C.
Type B. My favorite Gundam
leader,
is Gundam Wing.
Hunter.
Oh yeah, listener. There should be a personality type for like how long you sit on the toilet after you're done pooping. I'm sure that's already out there.
Yeah, it's very psychological. This is a lot about your ego, your id. I guess the question is, do you think there's a market for just selling people little tchotchkes and trinkets based on their personality type? The answer is probably yes.
Right. I think that's what those little booths at the at the farmers market and stuff are.
Oh, God.
Where they're just selling weird stuff.
Look at this. It's twisted wire around a stick. Oh my, you're charging $80 for wire twisted on a stick or a spoon?
Give me to the guy with the gems or the jams and jellies.
Yeah, give me some like artisanal honey or something. I might buy that. I'm not gonna buy a wind chime made out of old spoons and forks. I'm sorry.
But a little crystal elephant.
Hey, if that catches the sun and bedazzles the dining room in just a luster of sparkly fairy lights, maybe that speaks to my personality.
Gorgeous. Do you have a review?
Yeah. Do you want the review that is great? The title has it that it's great, or the title has that it's not great?
Let's go with great. Let's do something great. Awesome.
We're gonna go with great. It's a quickie. I forgot it was a quickie, but I already had my little pitch in hand. I couldn't turn the ball. I was set on it. I've got an Amazon review for Capri Sun Fruit Punch, Strawberry Kiwi, and Pacific Cooler flavored juice drink. Variety pack of 30 count. Yeah, you got your Fruit Punch, your Strawberry Kiwi. You got your Pacific Cooler. 10 of each flavor in this giant case of 30 pouches. When I was looking for this, I also found that you can buy Capri Sun just like in a jug.
I saw that now. They got freaking... You can just pour yourself a crispy Capri Sun these days.
I don't know how I feel about that.
It's scary.
It takes away a bit of the magic for me. I guess it's more economical, ecological as well. But...
There's something about that flavor coming from that pouch.
That tiny straw. Anyway, I've got a review here from Martha. Martha titles her review, Great Gift for Needy. And she writes, sent as a gift to an organization that helps homeless. Enjoyed. Especially in warm climate. Great gift. 5 stars.
Like tooting her own horn there.
A little. Did she go and interview everyone that she... Or did she just drive down on the bad side of town, as Martha would call it, and just see all the people sipping from Capri Sun pouches?
What would be a bad gift for the homeless if this is such a great? What's the? I need to define this by association. Would she send bowling balls?
Yeah, bowling balls you have to carry everywhere.
Yeah,
Very cumbersome.
This is a bad gift for the homeless. I like to balance it out.
I don't know. I guess I just was fascinated by. There were plenty of soccer moms bringing these for the games, plenty of teachers or PTA moms or dads, plenty of adults in general for their kids. So this is great. It's convenient. The kids don't spill them. Same great flavor I liked. So on and so forth. And here comes Martha.
And she is right. That's the problem. That's the rub. She's right. This probably is a sort of an unknown good gift for homeless shelters.
Maybe that's why it scratches me wrong.
Yeah, but it's just that is juxtaposed with sort of the self-serving nature of the review. I bought this for the homeless shelter, and you should too, to be like me.
Maybe that's what it is. Yeah. It's not that I'm thinking, well, why homeless don't deserve or need good, yummy drink. That's not it, certainly. It's that she's pulling that classic PTA mom flex of like, I baked these myself.
Yes, it is that. There's I think these days in social media, that's the problem with it, right? Everyone presents their best self. Everyone feels pressured to present themselves in their best light.
Gosh darn Martha here.
Yeah, Martha, even on Amazon, where even when you put your full freaking name, there's like a degree of anonymity because I don't think anyone really cares.
No.
But she's got to say, hey, look at the cool and creative drinks I'm getting for the homeless. My homeless in my neighborhood are having a ball when they go get their drinks. Because they get to poke the pouch.
You got them water? Oh. How very basic human fulfilling. My unhoused community, they've got footy pajamas. I give them footy pajamas too.
I love them looking cute when I drive by.
Dang it, Martha. They do need clothes, but I didn't think of footy pajamas. You're so extra.
I got them, and for food, I got them some Fun Dip. Got them little Fun Dips and baby bottle pops.
Yeah, Martha. Oh, you got them socks. You think they need socks, not when they've got my footy pajamas.
Shoes, I got them those moon boots from the 90s that make you jump so good on the ground. Little trampoline boots.
They never touch the dirt.
Yeah, there it is. There's Martha.
She's a one-upper.
Yeah, that's exactly it. That's exactly the bothersome, the undertone there. That gets you. It's, do be donating delicious treats to your homeless shelter. That's not wrong, but you don't gotta tell anybody. Not like this.
It's not for
not
you.
Like this.
It's for them.
All right, we're gonna go take a break. Talk about the ins and outs of Capri Suns, who we're giving them to.
Yeah. Hey everybody, thank you for listening to our lovely little podcast. If you'd like to go above and beyond in supporting our show, or have the most fabulous conversation starter since sliced bread, go to reviewparty.com. Click on shop and explore some fabulous t-shirt designs.
Where's your favorite place to wear a t-shirt?
On my body.
Mine is at the store.
That is a good place to wear a t-shirt. Reviewparty.com, click shop.
Why stop there?
Don't stop now.
Don't stop me now, because I'm buying a t-shirt. I'm buying a shirt.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the second half of the episode. And I know I brought that Long John Silver's review earlier. That wasn't really part of my aesthetic plan for my reviews this week. But I'm still going on my aesthetic of it's summer. And that means I want to get back into the nasty, sweaty swamp of Craigslist and missed connections with some unfinished business. Just dive right in. It'll cool you off. I mean, if it's 100% humidity outside and you're dripping with butt sweat, what difference does it make when you dip a toe down into the swamp? It feels the same.
Feels good.
Feels good. So we're going to feel bad by reading some Chicagoland missed connections. First up, I've got this one titled Classic 10 Speed versus Amazon e-Bike. Chicago, Andersonville. M, regarding classic ride. You, tall, confident, and riding a real 10-speed, the kind of ride that speaks for itself. There was something potent about the whole look. Timeless, lean, built for the long haul. Me, on a modern moped-style e-bike, trying to keep cool when you stopped and asked me about it. Said you were thinking of getting one like mine. Maybe you were talking about the bike, maybe not. I was caught off guard by your smile, your vibe, the sudden pulse of chemistry. I wanted to say more, but before I could get it out, you took off down Berwyn with that effortless power. If you remember our brief moment at Clark and Berwyn and you felt even half of what I did, let's finish the ride we didn't get to start.
Something about bike nerds. They're just the creepiest type of nerd. Just the weirdest. And I love hobbies. I love liking things. I even like bikes.
Biking is nice, but if you are a cyclist or a biker, you have transcended normal humanity, and maybe not transcended, you have descended to something baser, something worse.
Right. I'd rather a unicycle obsessed person to have a conversation with.
Yeah, that's a fun quirk.
Right, it's quirky. Bike, there's just I don't know, a certain arrogance. Oh, you drive a car with a motor? Oh, I simply put on my shorts and get scooting aerodynamically.
Yeah. It's not exactly the same, but the people who keep chickens, at least you're getting a good Benny. If you associate with them, you might get a free egg every now and then, but there's still something like their whole aura is altered because they keep chickens or they ride bikes. I don't rock with that.
Don't. You get a chicken keeping bike rider. Oh, it's all over.
I got another one here. This is Louise Waffle House Cutie in Joliet. Louise Waffle House, you beautiful waitress morning of 7-8. I believe your name starts with a G. I ordered my steak and eggs medium, and you agreed perfect. I hope you see this and holler back. I so wanted your number, but didn't want to get you in trouble while you were working. Now, I know what you're going to say, but the waitress said his order sounded perfect. Had to be something there, right?
That's what I say to customers when I would not eat their order.
I glazed over eyes. Perfect.
Yeah, perfect.
Great.
That's
I'll get
what
that
I
started
would
for
order.
you. Okay.
That's actually all the guys in back order that order exclusively. You're one of us now.
Cool. Yeah, I don't know that much needs to be said on that one. That one's like, bro needs to learn how to read not just the room, but other humans in general.
Yeah.
This one I like. This one, Little Mouse Neighbor, Lakeview. I call you the little mouse. You're so small and quiet. You're elusive and very much keep to yourself. I always wonder what your story is. You've been wearing a mask since the first time I saw you, but I finally caught you without one the other day. You're actually really pretty. Always wonder what your face looked like.
Oh.
Seriously, what's your story?
I don't know. Sounds like you just told it. This is a mouse woman, man.
Yeah. Maybe you need to play some cat and mouse with her, dude.
Or play some mind your own business. Naming people in your apartment. Giving them personality traits that they didn't ask for.
What do you think you are, Seinfeld? Just naming people based on what they do?
Yeah, I mean, I would do that too, but I wouldn't be posting on Craigslist being like, what's your deal? Yeah. What's your deal, scarecrow lady?
You'd save it for if I drop by and I'll be like, hey, what's Mouse Girl up to? Like, oh, the little mouse hasn't come out of her hole yet today.
Yeah, that's just sort of a mutual, it's sort of a little language you build together, a little vocabulary between friends. But when you're stewing on the inside, you're thinking about Mouse Girl all day to the point where you just got to post about it. Something's off.
Something's not quite right. Something's definitely off with this guy. Metra, Arlington Heights, Metro Northwest Burbs. Wow, pretty Asian woman on the train Friday. I was undressing you in my thoughts.
Oh.
I don't think many read this. I was the Caucasian male checking you out.
I don't know if we can say much about that one. Yeah. That one's just excessively creepy.
I think we already knew that it was a Caucasian male doing the checking out before we didn't need to read that. That was just the subtext said it all. I feel like doing just a few more. Got this one here. Evening lake stroll around Sheridan and Granville, Edgewater. You were a very fit and handsome guy, either mixed or light-skinned, an athletic-type outfit with a white hat and tight shirt. We passed each other and I said hi, and you smiled and nodded. You then sat down on one of the benches and I was sitting on the rocks for a short bit. As I left, I passed you again and we smiled and nodded. I was too shy to say anything because I had no idea what I would say and didn't want to come off as a weirdo. It was a beautiful evening for a stroll along the lake. I've already gotten way too many creepy responses to this. I'm legitimately looking for the man from last night. I'm not on here trying to find random strange Craigslist dudes to hook up with. There's enough creeps in this neighborhood that I already have to deal with around here. If you're not actually the man I saw, then please move on and don't contact me.
Oh, she had wishful thinkings about the swamp. She thought the swamp wasn't a swamp.
She saw like the shimmer of the gas floating above the swamp.
And then she nailed the big sign up. Hey, swamp people. I'm looking for a guy. Might be around here. Looking pretty swampy. Hit me up if you know him. And then a bunch of swamp people come up and want to say hi. What do you think's going to happen?
Yeah, that shiny swamp surface, that oil slick, there's a lot under there. You don't want to...
movement.
Ugh.
They're coming up like freaking Apocalypse Now out of the mud.
Well, hey, at least we know people are reading these things.
Yeah. It's also Chicagoland, like probably one of the most trafficked Craigslist in the world, I imagine.
Probably, yeah.
Besides like LA.
Yeah, maybe I should do a tour of LA Craigslist.
That one, yeah, that or Florida. Those are gotta be pretty weird.
Yeah. I got two more here. This one we always talk about how people don't understand what misconnections are for, or really what a misconnection is. This one definitely seems to fall under that. It's titled Deb Gannon, Akron. Been over 25 years since I met and misled you. Your genuine love and affection were like none I had experienced before or since. I have never been able to forget you. I don't expect any relationship to develop from this attempt to reach out to you, but it would be nice to know how you and your son have fared over the years. I sincerely hope you are doing well, Rob.
Oh, I was going to say that's way too cryptic until they name drop. But it's so like Craigslist posts on the Chicagoland Facebook last like what, 2 days?
Yeah, this is from 5 days ago.
Yeah, you really think like people are gonna? They're checking Craigslist every day for you after like years of being apart. That's
that
not
25-year gap. They're like, well, it's time to check again.
Yeah, the idea behind a misconnection is like there needs to be a spark that's so powerful that they're also thinking, how do I get in contact with this person?
Mm-hmm.
To the point where they also think, well, there's this misconnection place. Maybe I'll keep an eye on that, or maybe I'll post there.
Yeah.
It's not like a crack into the universe, a scream into the void that can be answered. You know, there has to be some probable cause.
There's no shoulder that can be tapped on. It's just a drop in the goo.
Right. You're just as likely, like, go to your local mall and start, like, screaming for them. You're just as likely to find them.
Yeah. I saw plenty of, like, hey, we were both in the bleachers at Wrigley Field. I don't know if you thought the person I was with was my boyfriend, but they weren't. Maybe that stands some chance, but
right. There's just a timing there where they'll, be on the mind at the same time. There's no guarantee this person you saw 50 years ago, why would they on a random day think to go on freaking Craigslist?
And
I'm finding reasons not to go on that website.
You met and misled Deb? What makes you think she's going to want anything to do with you?
That's right. You hurt Deb. You think a Craigslist post is going to fix it? You dweeb.
She's doing fine. All right, let's finish with this one. Looking for former classmate Skokie. Went to Niles West High School in the late 80s with someone named Odisho who walked with a limp. Looking to reconnect. If he sees this or anyone know where he is, please contact me or tell him, please contact me here. This is important. I will be moving soon and found some of his books.
This one's borderline with how successful I think it will be or how correctly they're using the service.
Yeah.
At least they're like, hey, can anyone get a hold of them?
Anybody know this person with a specific name and a specific physical trait? Also time frame of when they were in high school.
Yeah, I think there's a certain awareness in this post to how much of a shot in the dark it is.
Yeah.
Which makes it just fine.
It's not creepy as well. There's no ill intentions or seediness. Like, oh, shoot, I'm moving. And turns out I have books from 40 years ago.
I saw you on the bus and I was drooling all over.
I couldn't help but undress you in my mind's eye. No, you clean out your basement and you're like, oh, dang, I got Odisho's books.
Damn, I got all these books. I bet she wants these. I ain't got that number. Well, Craigslist, I guess. Yeah. See, that's a much more like reasonable line of thinking than like, I've missed you for 500 years. Nah. Let me make a post on Craigslist that will be there up for a day and then no one will ever see again.
Get over it. Lose it.
Yeah. There's like people in cities now. We've evolved past the town crier. It's just not going to work. All right, is that the swamp?
That's the swamp, as it stands.
It's always good to check in. You gotta make sure it's not getting out of hand. We'll go from one swamp to another here. We talk a lot about TV shows we really like on this podcast, but I don't know if we've ever talked about this TV show we hate the most.
Oh boy.
I've got a couple of reviews from IMDb for Friends. I think we do have to sell the farm on our feelings a little bit. Yeah, if you didn't know, Matt and I are not huge Friends fans.
It's like a love to hate type thing.
Yeah, it kind of is like that. There is a certain joy I feel telling someone who likes Friends that it's stupid and they shouldn't like it.
And I've seen a bunch of the series, obviously, naturally. It's just been so present.
Yeah, unfortunately you have to when you're in our generation. But I I would say I got a good one just to be fair, but there's so many positive reviews. There's so many people trying to convince themselves that they love this show. So I got one sort of emblematic of that, I think, and then I got one that's a little more in line with how we're feeling. I'll buzz through these quick. Ali's Fatayama titles their review. Makes me feel so happy and calm. They write, so I watched Friends 3 to 4 years ago, and now it's become a daily part of my life. I'm an engineering student, so I come home exhausted from university and watch Friends with my sister all day to relax. I love the show, and the characters make me laugh and forget about my worries. A lot of people have complaints about the show, saying it doesn't have enough POC characters and being unfunny. As a POC, I literally have no problems with the show's lack of POC, and honestly, I mean, it doesn't bother me as much as I agree that Seinfeld has better jokes than Friends, but it doesn't mean that Friends isn't funny. It's different and simple and flawed, and that's what makes it a good show to watch. A lot of people watch Friends to learn English too, so it's fun. Not everyone has to be woke and a masterpiece for people to enjoy and cherish, and please do not forget the show came out in the 90s, and back then creators didn't focus that much on people with different agendas. 10 out of 10.
For all you said, I don't know that I would have called it a 10 out of 10.
Right. And all the reviews are like that. It's like as though their reaction to someone telling them that show's not funny, that show's not good, these shows are better, and like to tell themselves that it's an okay show to watch, they come to IMDb to write a review.
Mm-hmm. No, it's good. It's 10 out of 10.
Listen, I know it's not funny and the characters aren't realistic and there's nothing redeemable, but it makes me feel happy and calm.
Yeah, that calm thing, like
that relaxed thing.
You're a student, so I understand exactly why you're watching this, but you could put on literally anything and it would make you feel the same way.
Yeah, no, I like to use Seinfeld as an example, since they do. It's like if your brain is working so hard watching Seinfeld that you can't relax, I don't know. Might have some bad news for you.
Yeah, you've got your routine of work hard. Work hard is done, but I need something to sort of stimulate me. You could watch Malcolm in the Middle. Mm-hmm. You could watch Junkyard Wars. Anything you put on, you're gonna think it's great because you're not at engineering school anymore.
Right. Yeah, just because this is a good show to fall asleep to doesn't make it worthwhile artistically. But let's get this review by Jerry Warrener. They title it like Friends is like a fresh breath of carbon monoxide. After force-feeding myself a half-dozen episode of Friends, I was reminded of H.L. Mencken's observation that no one ever went broke underestimating the taste of the American public. This is one of the most contrived shows ever produced. I have to assume that people who find this series so riveting only do so to live vicariously through the lives of the characters. Either that, or they are immature yuppie wannabes whose sensibilities have been compromised by gamma rays. The effusiveness of most of the positive reviews made me want to throw up. Friends reeks of nauseating sexual innuendos that are spat out like projectiles from a tennis ball machine. When it comes to dealing with sex, Cheers, Frasier, Seinfeld were far more clever, witty, and intelligent. Seinfeld co-creator Larry David wanted the show's humor to be based largely on real experiences. The show broke one barrier after another, either originated or popularized new expressions. Seinfeld's sexual humor was clever and original. On Friends, it was on the same level as smut. On Cheers, Ted Danson's as a babe hound, Sam Malone, was far more endearing than any of the male characters on Friends. The show never ran out of hilarious one-liners, which was quite a feat considering that the show often didn't venture outside the confines of a bar. Frasier was both cerebral and jocular. How many TV shows make references to the Algonquin Round Table. Kelsey Grammer's Fraser Crane was side-splitting as he pursued one failed relationship after another, but never did he descend into low-level sexual innuendos that were characteristics of Friends. Unlike evergreens such as the Dick Van Dyke Show, 20 years from now, Friends will have been co-signed to the dustbin of forgotten TV shows alongside likes of Meet Millie and Hey Jeannie. We'll see. 1 out of 10 stars.
So when was that written?
Fortunately, 2011.
I guess we got another handful
But
of
I would
years.
argue that during that time, there was a couple events that made culture move more slowly.
Sure.
But the invention of bingeable television as well as the COVIDs.
True. Yeah. I mean, there is so much more enjoyment to be had from the suggestion of sin or scandal. The episode of Seinfeld where the sponge bath is happening in the hospital. Isn't that just that's the masturbation episode, right? Which
yes, it's the
by
same
itself
one,
is revolutionary.
They still don't talk about masturbation on TV like that. Not even close.
But yeah, the silhouette. Like, oh. It's just so much more effective than if it were just in your face.
It's funnier to see George struggle in that moment than it is to have him like all but look in the camera and say, "Oh, I don't know what's a friend. I'd like to dip my stick into that butter." Laugh track.
Mm-hmm.
Like it's for what isn't said, what isn't shown, it's just as important. But yeah, I like this review because a lot of the reviews that both liked it and didn't like it, I think were struggling to put into words what exactly was unfunny or funny about the show. Mm-hmm. But this one, even though it rages against the sexual innuendos, I think a little too much, it does touch on some things that just sucks about Friends.
Right,
and I think the sex can be sort of applied to any realm of humor that they're working with. The wish fulfillment
nature of it. Oh, I want to live these people's lives.
Yeah, a lot of reviews are like, it's no coincidence that coffee shops exploded after Friends got popular.
Mm-hmm. Meanwhile, the people in Seinfeld are living real lives at a diner.
Yeah, and
living
Seinfeld
with
people
their
are well
parents.
Off, and they all have reasons to be able to afford. Jerry's a comedian, except Kramer, but that's sort of addressed. Like, how does Kramer afford this?
Right.
And Seinfeld by the end acknowledges like this is a terrible show about terrible people who like don't make anyone's lives better, and that's sort of the joy. And I think afterwards, the children of Seinfeld have really laid into that. Workaholics, Always Sunny in Philadelphia. Mm-hmm. The worst people you can put on TV, the worst that you can write as far as human morality goes, the better it turns out. And Friends, even though they're these like yuppie pieces of crap that don't contribute anything to society at all, but they're fucking, transferring wealth from their boss to their landlord when they pay them.
Right. These they're painted as people we should really, really care about.
Right. And really, if we knew them in real life, if they're like our coworkers, we would fucking hate them. Like, oh, this stupid, rich, annoying girl, Rachel.
Oh my God. Everyone went, "Aw," when she said something sad.
Yeah. And so she just hangs out with her friends in the coffee shop and that's self-important and
they always
quirky.
Take the main couch into chairs. Like, other people want to sit there too.
Yeah.
Is that ever addressed? I'm not going to go on a rewatch of the whole series, but that definitely happened in Seinfeld where they're like, "Oh, we have to move to a different booth," or they sit at the bar and they're like, oh, George is here? What? Newman's dead? or they go to a different diner, that happens. You might have your spot.
Even though Seinfeld's not realistic, there's like doppelgangers and other strange phenomenon. Yeah, there is that core of like the characters are making choices like humans sort of would.
Yeah.
And yeah, the Friends people just feel like yuppie mannequins to write quote unquote witty or to parrot quote unquote witty jokes and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
And also, it's sort of reversed review bombed. People are like leaving 10 out of 10 reviews because that one guy died. Oh,
yeah. I mean,
so are we all just going to think all shows are good eventually because people are going to die? Yeah, once the Tiger King dies, boy, am I going to watch the shit out of that show. It's just going to get better. All right. Did you have a quick one to send us out of here?
Yeah, you know what? I don't think we have too much to say about it. It's the other great titled review. This is an Amazon review for the BPS New Zealand Gator skimboard with colored EVA grip pad high gloss clear coat wooden skimboards for kids and adults. Choose from 3 sizes and traction pad color. It is a skimboard to use at the beach. This is a review written by Joshua Lancaster. Joshua titles his review, "Not great for heavier people, but still a good buy." He writes, "I got the 40-inch for my son and I to use. I found it well constructed for the price. The foam grip is nice, no need for wax. We've been using often and it's holding up fine. We are careful not to let it get kicked around in the waves too much. It says the 40-inch is for 150 pounds and above, but the heavier you get, you lose distance on your rides. My son is around 170 and it's great for him. I hover around 210 pure muscle, I swear, and I still enjoy using it, but my runs are significantly shorter before I sink to the sand. I am currently looking for another board that can better handle my totally not fat at all 210 pounds. If you are closer to the 150-pound mark, I can highly recommend this as a low-cost way to enjoy the beach. 5 stars.
This makes me think 2 things. One, makes me sad that this guy's like anti-fat shaming himself in his own review. Like no one is pressed if you're 210 pounds.
We don't care.
Like that is perfectly normal weight for an adult male to be. Do not beat yourself up like that, whether you're truthing about the muscles or not. And secondly, no amount of money invested into waveboard will make physics different.
It's true. That's true.
The same, your son's always going to go a little further. That's just some access he has to himself. It's kind of when you're modding your car, you want to like cut weight, right? You see the guys who like take out the whole dash and everything. And a lot of times they'll say, well, the main weight you can just cut is the driver. If you're fat and you're a driver, you might as well lose 100 pounds instead of taking out the dashboard.
Mm-hmm. That's why jockeys are so tiny. Go figure.
Yeah, that's true. They're good little feathers to sit on the back of the horse. So maybe he can't lose weight. Maybe he is pure muscle, but I don't know. Just lose 10 pounds and you'll fly, brother. But I don't think you have to. The most important asterisk, you don't have to, bro. Just get a freaking, I don't know. Get a sweet one of those boards where you also hold the parachute and you're freaking flying around.
Dang. Yeah. I'd see my guy rock on that.
Yeah, then you're flying. Then what's your son think? Yeah, I'm all muscle, but I can fly. He's jealous. You're changing the world. That's reviewparty.com. Thank you for listening, my friends. We've got new episodes every Tuesday. That's right. # Tuesday Reviews Day. If you'd like to send in an absurd review for us to muse over, please send a hyperlink to the review to reviewparty.com and at gmail.com. Include your name so we can throw you some credit.
If you want to reach out to us in some other way, shape, or form, you can find us at reviewparty.com on Instagram and TikTok. Give us a follow there. Give us some likes there. Or just send us some messages and interact like regular old human beings. We're also on Twitter/X at ReviewPartyPod. Or you can travel to our website, reviewparty.com. You can find a listening platform. You can find blog posts. You can find shoppy shops. You can find just a barrel of monkeys for you.
You could find that. Maybe.
You can find lots of stuff.
But you probably heard our song Nosebleeds, or the band Nosebleeds throughout the episode. They let us use their song Bread for Breakfast. If you want to hear more tunes by them, they're very good. Go check out Spotify, Nosebleeds, one word. I got a review to send us out of here, though. From rateyourmusic.com, got a review for The Stranger by Billy Joel. This review is by Fred in White Rock. They write, rating is for when I first bought it in 1977. I won't listen to anything from Billy Joel now. I OD'd from too much radio play. 4 stars.
That is a harsh turn of phrase. Wow.